crazy.
I'll probably add some more stuff to that. Well, like little stuff, but
Mm.
it's done.
And by the way, like this one book I'm reading is more about trauma and stuff, but the one that I was reading before that was still tied to relationships. I didn't know how many people, how many guys are mad unhappy, but they're legitimately just scared to leave because of child support, alimony, and losing their children. So they just stay in unhappy marriages. I didn't know how low.
Yeah,
I didn't know how high the percentage was. Obviously, mostly North American studies. I've seen a couple for like Europe, but I was like, oh my god. I like I don't know. I can kind of see it now. It's kind of crazy, but that's
Mm-mm.
that's for the Nibba hour.
Protect the chillins.
Yeah. Let me just tweet this out. My guy, Almighty Fish Mix. What it do? Let me know if everything sounds okay. Let me just tweet this out. Sorry, I forgot. Or did I do it already? No, I didn't. Tower of Hiatus.
Tower of niggas.
Alright, good. Couldn't tell if my mic was tripping. Sykes, Zodiac, how y'all doing? Let me switch the scene. Oh wait, I'm covering the return. The return. Cause when I made my video about the Tower of God announcement, I had already made a video. The video was just me trying to gauge community engagement and how much people like were still like excited. Then again, I said I wouldn't watch, but I got to with that title. The clickbait works. It works. I only do it on Twitch though. I just put whatever I want. Um, but yeah, like I mean, I'm gonna wait until a couple more people come in. But yeah, after I had already uploaded it and I was just gonna put like thinking in the morning. That's when I got tagged like 100 times. They're like, yo, Tiger coming back. And like, first of all, ain't no date. I've seen this trick before. And two, I'm like, damn it. Now I gotta I gotta take that video down. I'm like, you know what? No, I'm not. I just added a little 1-2 to the beginning, a 1-2 to the end, and I re-uploaded it. Oh, I gotta do better with my life. Sounds good. Thank you for re-uploading that Invincible to YouTube. Got me through my work day. Of course. I just kept the parts that I thought were like focused on the conversation. And yeah, Invincible was like, it's topical, it's new, people care about it, and I have a tendency to wait too long because I gotta hop on trends when they happen. I'm gonna try to like, I'm a test it out. I'm gonna follow the algorithm more and see what happens and just see if there's a general improvement. But anywho, enough about that. My friends, my brothers, how y'all doing?
I am just dandy. It's Monday. It's still Golden Week. So them fucking White Rice Nation guys ain't giving me my fucking shit since they all on vacation. But I'm chilling. We just existing and shit. I got some stuff in the mail.
Feel it?
Yeah.
I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain. I just
Mm.
gotta finish school.
All right. So immediately, what I want to know from you guys is, and in the chat, you guys too. So now that you've seen that Tower of God is quote unquote coming back, first of all, do you believe? Do you believe that he's coming back? SIU? You think he'll be back in June?
Nope.
50-50.
You think he might
I
get
mean,
like a?
well,
Go ahead,
I don't want him to, but yeah, I'm more on the lines of freaking events. It's 50-50. It could go either way.
Okay. Um,
What?
I want to see what everyone else thinks. Do you guys think SIU is gonna come back? What's up, Abdel? 50-50? Okay, that's fair. We're all good. We're chilling. We're just gonna talk some Webtoon stuff today. We're gonna do a little not Tower God, an ordinary tier list in a bit. Let's do characters. Have some fun. SIU heard. Wait, what? Heard the Nicelander got his.
Yay! お姉ちゃん、peace.
Somebody subscribed. I only resub because I don't like ads. I don't care about the content of the creator. I appreciate it more. Mikey said it could go either way. If SIU come back and drop mid, we slap boxing. Yeah, I'm with that. I'm with that. I'm literally just waiting and seeing at this point. I'm kind of like, I think the saving grace for me was just that like something incredible happened where like my favorite character came back at the end. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I have some intrigue there, but I can't say I'm particularly hype or not hype. I'm just kind of like whatever happens happens. If he's like, oh sorry, he's gonna take another half a year, or he come back and he's like, okay, I'm in the mud again. It is what it is, but I need consistency. So if he's not going to be consistent, I don't know how much like, understand with me, it's important for me to, it doesn't have to even be frequent, just consistent. If I know every 3 months or every 2 months, I'm getting a chapter, I can deal with that. But if it's gonna be all over the place, it bothers me. Like I know Oda is gonna take a break, possibly every 3 chapters or so because of Jump kind of forced him to take breaks. I know that it's consistent. I can usually guess when a break is coming. I'm not usually wrong. I'm usually maybe a week late or a week early sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, what the hell train arc with TOG, but SIU known for not coming back. Consistent. It ain't been that bad though. Yeah, yeah. I haven't really like missed it like that, I would say. But part of that I would say is because I totally, totally fell in love with Kubera. But yeah, are you guys excited at all? See me, Vince?
Nope. I'm not excited, not one bit. Sorry. Like, I'ma still read it, but like, I'ma like, let's go. Nope. Not at all, buddy.
As far as he described it, I'm in a very similar vein. I'm in wait to see approach.
What Simi could anything happen to kind of re-engage you, or are you pretty much like you feel like you're done?
I feel like I'm done. Like at this point, he would have to do a lot. I mean, a lot to get me back on board. And quite frankly, the things that I would like to see or think that he would need to do can't happen in this fucking quote unquote mud war that we doing. So yeah, like this arc would have to end. Period. Or not necessarily the entire arc itself, but this battle, this skirmish, whatever the hell you want to call it, would have to end. Period. But yeah, other than that, I'm for the most part like, yeah, I'm good off that. I mean, but then again, I am a very unforgiving person once you betray my trust. So that's an uphill battle he's gonna have to fight. So I'm not gonna say like, what I'm trying to say is that I don't want to use the word bias, but he's gonna have to do a lot way more than your normal person who's like kind of on the edge or on the fence and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, I'll read it, but I'm good off of fucking 3-page beams and Calivan doing a pseudo face turn and all that other fucking BS. So yeah, I guess.
Okay. I need to give you that clean 1v1 for Karaka. Yeah, hoping for the best. Otherwise, I'm indifferent. I need my Fire Muscle Queen back. We'll see. Van Cal has to go do something in that place, so we'll see what's really up there. Specific release date. Okay. And if Yash Ratchet's game ain't whack, hey, that ties back to Karaka. Hey, you see that guy talk about I slip into spaces? Bro, if you don't kill that dude, I swear to God, he's whack. I don't care. Talk about I slip between the crack. No. That's trash. Beat his ass, Karaka. I'm not trying to see that. I'm more excited for what happens after this, to be honest. Okay, that's fair, I think. I would say in terms of immediate things that I care about is what the hell is he going to do with Caliban? Because I swear to God, if I need him to handle that properly, because I have a bad feeling about the Caliban thing right now, personally speaking. And that's what I just said, yeah. Okay, fair enough. Vince,
イエーイお兄ちゃん
anything they can do to really like get you to like really get back, because I feel like me and you both had said at one point, oh, thank you for the subscription, I appreciate that. Oh, it's Chris, how you doing? I need that.
Yeah, you and me are not as far out as Simi is. My thing is, what's done is done. What's in the past, I can't make him rewrite the shit that he's done right now. Because if I got my way, I just go in there and crack the whip and make him rewrite all this shit, act like it never existed. But this whole dog art starting from there, just restart that. But no, but from basically what I want him to do, just get back to his foundation. Because I always thought he was really good foundationally with the stuff with the lore, focusing on characters, right in there. When he focuses on the character and stuff like that, he was always pretty good at that. So I need him to get back to that. We need to get Yuri perspective. We need to get the Wagner perspective. And we need to go save Flame Princess from the fucking other nigga. That's when I'll probably be like, okay, like, and if we can see more of some of our other past compatriots. I can't believe Tower of God fans, some fans of this series are just like, oh, we don't need to see those old people anymore. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, what is so interesting about the people that we left with? They really not that interesting. And most of them are worthless. The only people who are important, I guess, is Bam, Caliban, and Doan. I forgot that her name, right?
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah. Thank you for all the gifts and subs. I appreciate that. What was I gonna say? So some said Caliban bores me. I'm sorry. I really think Caliban is an interesting case study. It's hard. It's hard for me to necessarily say he's a good or bad character. I don't know yet, but I think there's a lot of intrigue there. Is Rachel still around? Wishes. We gonna see them wishes. Webtoon Togashi. What does that mean? Hey, what does it mean to you? What does it mean to you? I want you to derive your own definition. But yeah, technically, yeah, she's been the guy doing stuff based on. So okay. So I mostly want to see how you guys felt about it because I feel like he could. I feel like he has one real last chance to truly bounce back and get me super re-engaged. I'm not fully disengaged. Like I said, Mule Love is here. I want to see what happens with Caliban, and there could be some stuff that happens after the fact. But, man, it's just been so long too, right? I haven't read a chapter in a while, so it's like, and the thing with me, like you guys know I love shit like I love Black Lagoon, but shit don't come out. I love The Gray Man, but it don't come out. Like at some point, I just stopped caring. It's not that I don't think the series is good. That I didn't love it. It's just that if it's not consistent, I'm just gonna lose interest. I have to do Hunter x Hunter as well. Like obviously, I had my issues with Togashi, but it was the constant. I can't consume the series like this. It's not a good experience. I don't enjoy it that way. When he comes back after 3 years and I get a fucking Bible, just words, bro, miss me. So yeah, what is tier 1 sub? Wait, what? Sorry, technically Ash. What is a tier 1 sub new to? I don't know. I don't know nothing about Twitch either. I can't help you. I'm sorry. I don't know. But anywho, yeah. I guess you get emotes. I don't know. I gotta like look at stuff and learn how to do my job. But anywho, I will see what happens with Tower of God. But if we don't have anything else to say on the matter, we can move on to the other thing I want to talk about that are Webtoon related.
I mean, yeah, I feel like just in general, TOG is yet another series that I put all my chips into and then it just greatly betrayed me. And you know how I feel about that. I'm a very simple ass person. You don't betray me, I'll be loyal to you forever. But you betray me once and that's it. So I feel like he long lost his way. He either lost his mind or that's a goddamn clone. Because it don't remotely feel like the same series that I fell in love with how many moons ago. And it's like I feel like the hole has been dug so greatly that there's little to anything to actually do to at least bring me back. But hey, I'll read it. And if y'all want to hear my opinion on it, I'll give it to you, I guess. But yeah, I'm actually not looking forward to this shit being back. Because my fan base is not desirable to say the least.
Yeah. In my comment section, the reception for it coming back was kind of mixed. Some people like there's no release date. Like I'll believe it when I see it. I've seen like, oh, can't wait. What do you think will happen? Then I've seen people already feeding for Fast Pass. So everyone was kind of all over the place. I would say most people are generally like they're ready for it to be back. With some people being obviously very excited and some people being like, I don't even know if you're going to come back. So we'll see. But what was I going to ask? Something I was going to say and I totally lost it. Okay. Just I guess as a conclusion here, do you think that SIU is actually resting? Did he actually
Nope.
rested? Do you think he took care of himself during this time off, or do you think he? Did it?
I don't think he took care of himself at all.
Maybe initially, but any inkling of him getting better, he probably went right back to work.
It's probably writing chapters that entire time. I don't believe he did. I don't believe he better at
You
all.
know what though? Well, not speaking of him, but I feel like with him, he was always better when he kind of like was off to. So as long as he's not like dying, if he was off to his own writing chapters, I'm okay with that because that's kind of how Tower God started anyway, and he was much better when he did that. It's kind of like when he had to start doing things without a plan. That's when it got not great, or when he started listening to fan influence because certain fans wanted certain things, and I always hate that. It's your vision.
They
Why
want
why
to
would
see
you listen
Kun
to
fight.
it? Yeah, they want to see Coon fight. They want to see Bam overpower. I'm just like, man, you had a perfectly good going on. They all loved it before then. That's always my thing. They all loved it before then. So I don't think they have any right to tell you what to do with that. As far as I would do it, I don't know why writers be listening to fans in that regard.
I hear you. I always see these comments about like Tower God Reddit and stuff. I just don't be there, so I just don't know. So I can't even chime in on that. Like I think Reddit's a horrible place, so I don't really go there. And Twitter's actually, you know what? Twitter's a horrible place too, and I go there, so that's no excuse. Twitter's equally as horrible. Let me see. This is a low point, but not okay. I hear you. TOG fam definitely nodded. This title does not bode well for the viewers. I hope SI didn't stress his wrist, but we reached Tower God to see what he can do better when he returns. I wish you read the series and that stuff better. So that's the next question I was gonna ask. What's up, Milios? What is good with you? That thing I was gonna ask is, do you think he actually took the time to revisit the series and maybe he wants to actually truly improve it?
That's what I hope.
That's my head. That's my like wishful thinking head canon. Like he took this time to really reacclimate himself with a lot of the material, especially the early stuff that he set up. It didn't kind of fully come full circle. So yeah.
I think he's still gonna go right back to freaking put it on the paper what them little Korean burgers want to see. Because ain't the freaking we get the revelation of how people wanted Kun to fight apparently come during the hiatus to begin with. Then we learn the information while he's already gone.
No,
Yeah, there's
I don't know
something.
about that.
Yes, there's something like that. Like he said that he's gonna make Kun fight more because apparently that's something people wanted to see. I can't remember the tweet or quote or whatever I saw verbatim, but it's something along those lines. And we're like, who the fuck want to see your Guerrero fight? Yo, just be menacing and cunning in the background.
I mean, my thing is, if he gonna listen to that, then why he ain't listening to niggas that want to see Wagner, want to see Rack fight? Because that's a nigga who actually needs to fight.
Because they're the minority.
Yeah.
Oh my god, nasty.
Yeah, so I don't believe he went back and looked at fucking nothing. He gonna go right back to freaking doing what them God.
Bam is a high ranker. Shit. Sorry, keep going.
Yeah, he's gonna go right back to freaking giving what them angry mobs want. So we're gonna see Kun with more power-ups fighting wise. We're gonna see Bam pull more shields out his ass and whatever the fuck. I don't know, man.
That sounds so over it. He's like, listen, man, whatever. You're gonna do the thing. He gonna say, whatever, and then
this shit is gonna happen on the paper that they're gonna be screening on my timeline, and I'm gonna just be looking at everything.
Bam, go, Bam, go.
Y'all not reading.
Y'all not reading.
This actually foreshadowed before, cause da da this and da da that, and I'm gonna just look.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm not saying anything.
They say branch leader level. I'm listening. I said in that one video, I think Bam is advanced ranker level, but if he's using all of his abilities at once and all of his ancillary power ups and everything, I think he's about higher ranker. I just don't think he can maintain it for long. But we will see what's going on. People like Bam being stronger than Yuri. I mean, shit. But end of the day, Mew Love back. That's it. That's all that mattered. That's it. I'm done. Mew Love back. And if Karaka don't beat the goofy out of that, I slipped through the spaces, dude. I'm a Yama fan from now on. Yama was my slayer after that. So, all right, so you already here first. If Karaka don't show out, he's off the roster. I'm trading him. I'm getting Yama, and we gonna rock. Actually, Yama gonna show out too and beat that cat. Yes, Ratchet. We'll see what happens. But any other comments? And TOG.
We good off that fucking series, man.
He said Karaka never taken another W ever. Please do not give him the essence of bravery. Bam. Oh, he's getting it. If there's a part of your mindset thing by the end of the Caliban arc when Bam finally defeats him, he's not getting that. I don't know what webtoon you're reading. He's eating it. Yummy. 25th Kirby out. You know he's coming for that. Just accept it. Don't fight it. Reality is often disappointing. So yeah. How are y'all feeling about White? White. There's certain things that give me hope. Where like when White was looking at Bam and saying he still wants the Soul Force, I liked his moment with Hatsu and things like that. But I really just feel like he's just going to become another like ally for Bam and Butt Buddy. I don't think anything is going to happen out of it. I really don't see it becoming any more than like... Cause I feel like Karaka's already that. Like Karaka and Bam are best friends and they fight together to get Hajj and Sun. You know, I don't think... I want White to go and be an antagonist, and there's things there that are making me hope, but I just don't know if I believe it. What about you guys?
Oh, about fucking White? No, yeah. First of all, that boy is silly. That boy whole power is silly. That whole stupid gimmick where he's whole but not whole is fucking ridiculous. That fucking demon didn't give that guy a fucking power up at all. That's not no power up. That's a curse. I mean, yeah, a curse is a spell, but you know what I mean. He hindered that boy. He gave him a fucking a handicap. How the hell you whole but you constantly have to eat a billion souls to freaking do at least one? Yeah, no. That's silliness, right? So we're not even going to talk about that. His power is fucking stupid. That's number one. And number two, yeah, he's completely lost all of his rawness and swag. The second they stepped off that goddamn train, lost all of that rawness and swag. Yeah, he going to be tagging along with freaking Bam Tachi and shit, you know, background and whatnot. He ain't no goddamn threat. He ain't going to do nothing. He gonna be helping them just like the rest.
Don't speak that to existence. I didn't speak it to existence. It's already gonna happen. It wasn't me. Karaka. Oh, I already read that. White antagonist on the way. I mean, in a perfect world, we get that. Does Bam know about Prince and I don't know to this day. Resolve the conflict. I don't know. They just refuse to address it in either direction.
He doesn't. He doesn't.
Yeah, but. Yeah, you're right. He doesn't know, but Jesus Christ, it's just so fucking bad. Like, what's up with that? He doesn't know though. Yeah, but I don't know. You hate to see it, but I suppose that is the world we live in, and I accept it. All right, that we good with Vince? You want to chime in on White at all? Is he here? I don't know if he's muted.
No, I'm here. I love White, and you know, but I've grown tired of this complete, not complete. Oh, he's almost there. 95%. Like that's so old.
For Yuri, damn right. Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, it kind of stinks because one thing I always say, like my blue truth when it comes to like any type of manga, any type of battle manga, or any type of battle webtoon, the villains matter so much. And right now. The part of the reason that I don't like the last arc and this arc is still kind of meh is because the villains just their reasoning, their logic for doing stuff and stuff like that. A lot of problems with Tower God is that SIU makes everybody incompetent to give Bam a fighting chance instead of doing some circumstances to which that like Bam can still show skill without necessarily having to make anybody look bad. Instead, everybody just looking competent. Instead.
Yeah. Caliban needs more oomph. Thoughts on Liboric? I don't have any thoughts on Liboric. He's not important to me. I don't really care about him. Actually, I just lied because I forgot he has two. Isn't he Popodal and Kun? I forgot about that. I guess that's the intrigue. I guess But other than that, I don't really care. I could.
Yeah, there's a lot more lore stuff. That Tower God, the best thing Tower got going for it, for if you don't care about all that battle stuff, some people they're gonna like the fucking beats and shit no matter what. But probably for us at this point, the only thing that's kind of keeping us in the door, a lot of stuff, is reveals and lore.
Mhm.
Because he said all that stuff at the beginning, and we don't know what's still coming and what's not. Unfortunately, I don't know if he retconned any of the stuff that he previously did, or what stuff that he did retcon, and what stuff
He
is
definitely
coming.
retcon Yama's the Yama Mort stuff.
Yeah,
that was a big retcon. That was the
yeah.
one that hurt. Even though I don't think the Baylord Brothers things is that bad. Outside of Machete and Jihad, I'm not really invested in villain wise. Yeah, Machete for sure. I also wait on an in-depth FUG arc. I also just would like to just genuinely learn how more of these organizations actually work. I'm so tired of being in the dark. Like, I don't know how any of these fucking organizations work. Not one. I have no idea how it's structured from a ranking standpoint or any of that. So we'll see. Adori too, if you count her, but she ain't even here yet. I get you because she's yeah, I got you. We'll see what happens with her. But yeah, no real thoughts on Liboric. I'm so tired of being in the dark. Is TOG in a nutshell? Here's the thing though, like I still feel like the story is more so in its infancy than it is in its latter half. So I don't mind there being a lot of mystery. It's just like there's certain things where I feel like when I'm reading or watching or playing something where I'm like, are you withholding me because there's a proper time and place to tell me this, or are you just not telling me to not tell me this so I can not know this thing? You know, I always say how like a lot of really good or a lot of like 13, 12 episode anime machine gun fire the whole plot at you in the last 2 episodes. Why didn't you sprinkle that in like in a good pace? Why am I getting the entire plot in the last 2 episodes? I dicked around for 10 episodes and now I know what's going on. I don't like that. So, yeah.
The thing is, though, like, well, I personally, let me get that freaking preface out of the way first. Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
I personally don't have an issue with being in the dark, right? If I'm being kept in the dark, as long as the story is
Yo.
interesting. Hello?
No, sorry, go.
Oh, okay. As long as the story is interesting and they're giving me things to stay engaged, I don't mind staying in the dark. That's why, all them 200 plus chapters of TOG was good because, yeah, we was in the dark about a lot of stuff and there's a lot of storylines that we have no idea about, but the things that was added, the new thing that was added was equally interesting, if not already tied to what we was learning or teased at prior season 1, early season 2. Now none of this shit is remotely as interesting as the things that we has given before, at least in my opinion. Even though if I'm saying this clearly my fucking opinion, but
Mm-hmm.
again, preface. Right, so that's the issue. If you give me a bunch of shit that we don't know nothing about, right, and then you're forcing the main priority or the main goal at hand for this current arc or whatever is less interesting than all that other shit, then I'm going to be disengaged. But if it's equally, if not more interesting, then I'm fine. But that's the issue. None of this shit is comes close to any of the fucking intrigue that I had with all the other storylines prior.
I feel like too we like Hajin Sung, but we didn't feel like the story gave him the respect he deserved. That I almost feel like this is a waste of a mission. Have you ever felt that way about this entire mission? Because I felt like if he was really a person of importance, FUG would have done something to get him back, right? Like oh, he got captured, we must get him back because he's so important. And it was just like, oh, fuck that guy, whatever. And like
I'll say it.
go ahead.
Oh no, I'll say it like this. I think of it kind of like how I think of like when we read like JK for example, right? And they kind of have like the two separate factions. You have the people who are for UG, and then you got like some of the other people, the principal and shit like that are against UG. Like to me, it's just FUG should just work like that. There should just be people that that have all the different agendas revolving around BAM and stuff like that. But we should still we should see them. We should actively see them working to do stuff like that. Cause we're just like, cause obviously we had Karaka, right? and stuff like that. Where it's just like, and the thing is, but he's like he removed all of that from the story, and that's like upsetting because like Kurako was supposed to be that guy, be like, yeah, he should be working with Bam, but there still should have been like some clear level of hostility, and that he's only working with him to achieve this goal. And then Karaka should have been still like Karaka shouldn't even be here right now. He helped them get Yama and Karaka. After that, Karaka should have left and tried to go get more people, even more people. That's what I would have wanted. Just get Karaka out the way, remove him, so we don't got to see him take any L's or anything anyway.
They murdered my boy. They murdered him. I just don't recognize him half the time. I don't know what to do with him. But damn, the way you talk about it, make going to be Cabrera immediately. Hey, I ain't not stopping you. Yeah, read that. It's very impressive. Only thing is, I like anybody who's very impatient. I don't know how they're gonna get to where they need to get to, but I don't think it's bad from the beginning. I just think you need a lot of patience because it definitely takes its time. But when it hits its stride, you just strap in because the roller coaster doesn't end. And because I didn't expect to go through all this emotional turmoil. By the way, damn you, Kako. Damn you. Who FUG helping Rachel? Or you just lost? No, I could see why you could think somebody in FUG might be helping Rachel. That's not the craziest thing I've heard. I couldn't tell you though. I don't have any thoughts on that. But yeah, I don't know. This rescue arc always felt weird to me because I always felt like the story didn't put enough agency on the importance of Hajin Sung. It just feels like Bam wants to do it, so we got to do it. And then Karaka's like, I guess I like him too. Like, so I don't. I'm okay.
Now we roping along a whole fucking mini army to do this fucking bullshit, man.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it feels. Not only does it feel like a freaking detour, but it feels so shoehorned in to begin with. I mean, we've gone through numerous times our issues with this arc, and I'm not repeating myself.
Mhm.
Instead, I'm going to plug the main man's channel. Go watch them old Chicken Love Cut podcast episodes. You'll find all the reasoning you need. So I'm not going to go into detail on why I think that it's pointless. What I am going to talk about is that what I was just referring to before. This don't feel like we had the storyline of Yuri getting taken, but instead we focusing on Jin Sung. And don't even get me wrong.
Right, three people got taken. Sorry for cutting you off. 3 people got taken. That's way too many.
Yeah, Jin Sung is one of my favorite characters. I love that guy. But this feels purposeless and it feels shoehorned in.
Mm-hmm.
Ed was gone. Are we going after the man that literally said that he was going to kill your entire freaking crew if you reveal the identity to them? All right, man, whatever. I guess. Well, because we got a little flashback. Yeah, I'm not. You know what? I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, this entire arc is silly.
It just, yeah, I don't know. There's something about it that throws me off, but it is what it is. But
Like, if you okay, let's say you're gonna do 3 kidnap arcs, right? If you're gonna kidnap 3 people, that should have like I know the other people are supposed to be going to do stuff, but my thing is that should have put a lot of stress on Bam and Aguero as people, especially Bam, because he's supposed to care about all of these people.
yeah.
I was finna say, because you think about it like this: if you're Bam, you should be looking around and be like, damn, fucking, what's her name? Flame Princess? Yeon? Elwa.
Yeah.
It's like Elwa got took in. Yuri had to fucking leave to save my high, and my master gone. I can't do anything. Like, he should be struggling. Like, he can't stop nobody from leaving. He get people kidnapped and stuff like that. Like I said, it's not that necessarily that like, oh, I gotta see Bam like lose, get his ass beat, because they ain't never been that type of story. He in a regular, so that's not really gonna happen anyway.
Yeah.
But my thing is, I don't feel like SIU utilizes the webtoons as a visual as well as he can. the things he should be capitalizing in. We should be seeing Bam in some level of urgency and stuff like that. I mean, think about it. They took time to train. They did this. I mean, as far as we know, Yuri and Ella and stuff like that could be dead. For real. They not, because the story is not gonna kill them. But realistically, the time we take it to do all this stuff, they could have been.
Mm.
But that's just me. Other people don't see stuff like that. They just be like, "Oh, I don't know what y'all bitching for. Nigga, y'all ain't reading." So
you know, reading, dude. Season 3's been a massive pile of whack. The better story of Bam saving Yuri rings better than Bam saving Jin Sung. I agree with that. I hope we get the Yuri arc, but we'll see what happens. Yes, sir. Peak Future coming back. You already know. We'll see if he comes back in June. I think it's be June. Facts. Yuri can save the story. I kind of agree with that, but I think Rachel could too. I think Rachel's reintroduction is going to be a really, really important part of the third season. When Rachel comes back, we see one if not all three wishes and see what happens. I really feel like she'll bring a important level of intrigue back into the story. So, do Bam even know he was kidnapped? I think Wool told him, and when he met Wool and Kel at the beginning, I think so. I could be misremembering that, so I think he does know. I'm pretty sure he knows.
You don't give a fuck regardless. As
he
I
don't,
always
he
say,
don't, he don't never show no like emotion to people being gone.
Bam is a horrendous leader. Absolutely fucking horrible.
Now that much I've always said. He's not a good leader. I agree with that.
Yeah, so it's like we got the Yuri story, we got the Three Wishes story. Now we have this freaking Ella story, and instead we saving Jin Sung because of a fucking shoehorned in ass flashback. And fucking the last station, whatever the fuck that arc is called. Who cares?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, it's silly. Can we be doing other shit?
Like, when has Bam led anything? And technically, he's leading this charge. In a sense, he's the what's his name from fucking Hidden Grove. The guy who bet Cha. Is it Cha?
Yeah.
Yeah, he done bent the knee to him immediately. Like, I don't know, dude. But I don't think he has any good leadership qualities except the fact that he can do things other people can't do. So he's exceptional in the sense that because he's an irregular, he's just stronger than most people, generally speaking, which gives him an advantage. But I don't think he has any leadership intangibles like charisma, things of that nature. I truly don't think he's a good leader. I think the point of the Nest battle is to have the underdog FUG finally achieve a major victory against the families, but they rushed it a bit. I don't think Bam defeating a ranker warrants the major support of FUG despite how amazing of a feat it was. Missed opportunity for exploration of FUG. I agree with that. And also, it's just like they know he's an irregular. And they got him for that reason and stuff. And I feel like there's some, like, if you have any understanding of how irregulars are in the tower, some of the things that he's doing shouldn't be that crazy to you. I don't know though.
Shit is redundant. Also, they could have done that. They could have gotten that point across of a major FUGW with the fucking Yuri arc instead.
Couldn't Yuri do that for him? Yeah, fair enough. As long as Doan don't show up, it's like I'm good.
you know damn well.
She want to be a central part of the arc. You're gonna cut that out. Don't want top 5 in this arc. I need Lorray and Ran. You think you're going to get Lorray back? Now, Ran is a possibility, but Lorray? Yeah. We're in the mud. I ain't never seen Young Sleep again. They hate me. I can never have nice things. So, yeah. Karaka needs to be raw again. Karaka is dead. It's Infinite Past Live was Cap. That's not the same guy. Someone else. Someone else in the armor. Oh... I don't want to. At the end of the day, like, listen, I'm in a good place with it. I'm gonna give it its fair chance when it comes back. I'm not too high. I'm not too low. I'm pretty even keeled. I'm in the middle. I'm gonna take what I get and let's see. But like, I could see if like it's infrequent or something, and like 2 years, I'm not really happy with how it's going. It might not be the wave for that bit. But hey. Lorray gonna be in a coma for the rest of the series, and I'm in the mud because of it. I really thought Lorray would be way more important. Well, it is what it is. Any closing comments on the Tower of God portion?
I'm happy for y'all, but I'm good off it.
Oh, what do you think about? Oh wait, what do you think about the Princess storyline and Wagnan's quest?
Who cares? We don't see it.
It's hard for me to comment on Wagner because I don't think he's in anything to me. I'm not interested in the Wagner story. I've never cared. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't dislike him. Just it hasn't had much focus, and every time I see him, it's been so long. And like remember when they finally went to see like Ghost Sang and it, what?
The timing is fucked.
Yeah.
He missed his opportunity to kind of capitalize on that.
Mm-hmm.
When the moment he told us that Wagner was supposed to kill somebody with the sword,
Back in the floor, yeah.
Yeah, and he just completely forgot about him for like, what is it, like 100 chapters almost? Like it's somewhere between like 70 and 100 chapters.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you miss timing trying to do. SIU is not. He has lost his ability to be able to balance the things that he touches. He was really good at one point in the very one and half of season 2 of kind of like balancing the things that we needed to know when we needed to know them and keeping us engaged and not doing one thing for too long. And now we've kind of like lost sight of that. There's too many things that Tower God wants to touch on, needs to touch on, and we're not getting none of it. That's the whole essence of me not liking these 2 arcs, to be honest. At the end of the day, that's kind of the essence, because they just kind of felt like they're not leading to the things that they should if you're going to do something like that. The dog arc almost felt unnecessary. We went to the dog arc because we needed to recruit Yama, I know. But at the same time, it's just like, what did it really do for us at the end of the day?
I'm gonna get to that in a second. But good answer. I used to be of the opinion that we should see less of the regulars, but rereading it definitely changed my mind. Curious to see how SLU will handle balancing in Dorsey, Rag, Wagner, etc. and Bam OPS. He won't. It'll just be Bam. They be hyping up this man to be special. Like he get no screen time. You hate to see it. Yeah, Wagner. Yeah, like I don't know. Vince, what did you just say? What did he just say? I lost my train of thought. I was going to piggyback on what you said. Do you feel like it's being rushed to the ranker fights or continuing with the journey at the top? Here's the thing with the ranker thing. I actually do think I say this pretty frequently, but I think he introduced blue holes for that reason, to add another level of unknown tier of strength in the tower. So anytime he needs to pull somebody strong enough to maybe compete with Bam, he could be like, oh, it's this ancient guy who's been around since the first family type B, and he's you know what I'm saying? He can do that with the blue hole now because he can always pull from that. And we can't really like refute it, because even in terms of Bam going from battlefield to battlefield when a Van Kel was training him, or Han Sung Yu, whoever the fuck, remember he was meeting all kinds of incredible individuals who are just kind of hiding out. Even the ranker who's like, I chose not to become a ranker and taught him zero. So there's all kinds of people in the tower that are just mysterious and hidden, and he can constantly pull from that pool. I'm not reading it until Nat gets more screen time. Yeah, you're not reading again. I thought we were going to be fighting once we reach the floor of IDA. Fighting rankers? Nah, we doing it now. It is what it is. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go. You're going to lose your train of thought, so go.
Shit. It's okay. I already lost it. Go ahead.
You said you wanted to piggyback off of what Vince said. Vince said that he feels like SIU lost his ability to time things perfectly with keeping us engaged with different storylines at one time.
Oh. Was he ever good at that? I don't even know. I gotta think about that one. I gotta think about that. I do think the cast is too big for him. I don't think he's handling it well, though. That much I could say. So...
but
I know it had to do with him saying he felt the first part of like the season 3 felt useless. I kind of agree with you in the sense, because I really feel like Kel Hellam's clown and buffoonery completely like just almost invalidates all of that, because he came to do a whole bunch of fucking nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I actually kind of agree with the Cage feeling a kind of pointless. I'm not gonna say it is, but it just I could understand why somebody would feel that way. Because I always laugh at the fact that this fucking plan was predicated on Yama just not waking up. Like, really? This was your plan? You want to get Doom, a weaker Slayer, because you can control him, and he can make K9 people, but K9 people could be controlled by Yas Ratcha. What the fuck? What the hell? What are we doing? If you haven't seen the Curious Case of Kel Hellam, the video I made on that, go watch that. and see me try to fucking understand what the hell this nigga was trying to do this whole damn time. Could make no sense.
Yeah, that's my problem. Like it was like I said, it's not useless because you needed to get Yama. That was fine. You introduced us to Yama and that stuff. But the whole thing with Ding Ding, that felt useless. Kel Helm felt useless. We had a bunch of side characters. Like what the fuck was we were supposed to do with like the fucking assistant girl and like like there were just so many things in that arc I just didn't give a fuck about. And the thing is, and the crazy part is that we rush Coon being resurrected to get there. For what?
Mm.
I would have rather just rushed that shit and had some fucking time to resurrect Coon. I would have rather did that, to be honest with you.
I forgot about that fire shit too, so I didn't like that.
Oh my god.
I don't like this.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I'll put in my 2 cents. Wagner, I like Wagner a lot. I thought his story and everything revolving around him and his character is very interesting. You know that some he's something way bigger than he's acting. He kind of acts like he doesn't know, but it's alluded to that he does know what the fuck he is. This, that, and the third. You know he's kind of synonymous with tragedy and shit like that. Then you have the fucking rings gimmick, you have Crocker calling him brother and all that, and then finally the fucking soul edge gimmick. Three, not one, not two, but three. Shout out Knuckles. Big storylines, all wrapped up in our quote unquote second MC, which really made him feel like a second MC, at least in my eyes, just for him to be doing fuck all for no reason. And my thing is, I just don't understand why we can't switch back and forth between different locales. Like, why do we have to stay 101% focused on where Bam is at when we've seen him do this numerous times throughout the story? He literally picks and chooses when we're going to be switching perspectives and whatnot, and it just makes it so weird. So, uh, Wagner leaves and goes back to fucking Team Sweet and Sour, and I believe he woke up fucking what's his name, and then we literally never hear from him again in all of season 3 so far. It's silliness, but yeah, I like Wagner a lot. Now, the question of do I believe that we rush the ranker fights? Absolutely. That's all I gotta say about that. Absolutely. I do not believe we need to be doing this where we at on this floor. But
We gotta make Bam the most exceptional irregular, I guess.
yeah, cause if he has to fight Jihad, then he has to do this at this time, and this that he's a new regular, and you're not reading, and he been from different class. Yeah, I get it. But
Yeah.
if you ask my opinion, this is way too fucking early.
Fuck the good thing do with the ring and data. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. The idea of Bam getting beat up, I don't think it's gonna happen. And it's just like, if Caliban is the one who does it, it's just like it don't hit the same as him just fighting some other regular and he's fighting for his life. Like, it's fucking Caliban. Like, it just, as far as we know, he's one of the strongest characters we've seen. It's just not the same. So he should get his fucking ass fucking beat by Caliban. So Bam to take more L's? Yeah. We're not reading the same story. It's not gonna happen. Just abandon that thought. It won't happen. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. Allow me to just switch this picture a little bit. Now I gotta resize this. Fuck. Yeah. Hey. Hold on. One more. Yeah. All right. Bada boom.
Hmm.
Bada bing.
Hmm.
All right. Now we're gonna have some general webtoon discussion. I want to ask you guys a couple of things, talk about it, then we're gonna wrap it up. But actually, real quick, first thing I want to ask you is what do you think? What do you think SIU is the best at? Like, in terms of like Tower God, what do you think he does the best? In your opinion?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Let me rack my brain for a little bit.
I'm with this year.
Because
Initially I thought he was really good at at setting up interesting things at the very beginning of the story. He was very good at making like the tower felt very had a very strong suit of like mystique and feeling like alive and a whole bunch of thing, and it just kind of like declined over time.
Thank you
But
for the
like, see,
follow.
the problem is a lot of stuff I felt like he did the best kind of like decline. He did that.
Mm.
I also thought he was pretty good at
Good night.
similar to like Oda. Like he had a really good ability to like have a particular theme in the arc and kind of like nail it. And like that's kind of diminished too. But those were kind of like the two strongest element. Like character stuff was always kind of hit or miss. It just kind of depends on who he's writing. Certain people he was way better at than others.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, so like I feel like as of right now, that nigga not good at anything. But if I had to say something, I would say I guess the best thing he's good at is art. I guess I would say yeah. Currently speaking, storyline, characters, fights. I would say the best thing that he's good at right now is art. Now back then, I would say the best thing that he was good at was mystery. It reading Tower of God always made me wonder. You know, I was always so intrigued of the fucking unknown and what we didn't know. The tower seemed very mysterious, and I felt like he created a fantastic fantasy world. Now I can't even say that. Fucking
Mm.
this, they don't even feel remotely as fantastical as they used to do, as they used to be. Or we got a bunch of fucking Kemono Mini, aka fucking niggas running around with animal ears. The designs are not raw. The fucking out of this world fantasy elements is kind of lost, at least on me, anyways. And nigga just shooting beams all day, you know. So, mm.
Mm.
Art it is. That's my answer. That's the final answer. I'm locking it in.
My answer is Rachel. It's the best thing you did. Just make Rachel. Um, yeah, Windbreaker's good. I like Windbreaker. But Pat definitely lied to you about soul leveling. That's not shit. My shit's mid. He just lied to you. She's what? Actually, I can't say that. If you just like hands and good art, you'll be fine. You'll have a good time. I don't.
The problem with solo leveling in like Korean terms, there's 100 things like literally,
Yeah.
literally. There's just a bunch of those.
Mm.
Now, if you want to say that it does whatever that is the best, okay, that's probably fair. But there's literally 100 different solo levelings,
Mm.
and as far as that's concerned, that's kind of the problem.
So you can create amazing characters and great ideas, but you can't really follow up on them. I agree with that. Right now, he's so kid everything. Okay, that's fair. Lookism goat. Oh, I gotta get back to Lookism. It's been so long. I'm gonna get on random chatting after. That's gonna be one of the next major Webtoon thing I tackle after Kubera. Cause I guess because the second thing I was gonna ask in general was like, cause for me this is easy, so I'll go first when I ask it. But I'm gonna ask you like, any Webtoons that you've read, like which one is the best written one, or who's the best writer that I've seen in Webtoon? Because listen, so I think someone said manga over Webtoons earlier. I like Webtoons, but honestly, Webtoons have always been something that I kind of just read to enjoy. Very rarely or very seldom do I find one that I truly find to be like this really super duper immersive experience, at least for the whole way through. Because as much as like back in like 2010 when I first read Noblesse and I loved it at first, there was a lot of moments where I was disengaged. So I wasn't there from start to finish. I would lose interest for like 4 months at a time. But Kurigam, I kid you not, for a bunch of webtoons from people from Europe, Canada, fucking Jamaica, South Africa, Korea. I have not read a better webtoon than Kubera. I don't think anyone writes that well. The only thing I would say is that I would argue that Kurigam, I think she really improves in the third season. I'm not gonna spoil anything. I know Milius, I know you're reading it. I'm not gonna spoil you, I promise. Um, but she could her visual presentation leaves a lot to be desired at a lot of points. That's like the webtoon's biggest weakness in my opinion. I don't think it's ugly or poorly presented. It's just not as exceptional as how the writing is. You know what I'm saying? So
So the question was, who do you think is the best webtoon author?
Yeah,
Or
best writer or your favorite at least. I don't
okay,
really care
so
either or.
yeah, my answer would go to Karn B. Kim because he's 2-0 for me right now, and his third work looks equally as fire. That's a nigga
Bastard
who
and
made
Sweet Home, right?
yes.
Okay, bet.
And yeah, Bastard would probably be Bastard would probably be the best webtoon that I've read. That shit was phenomenal in my eyes. I believe it was it was as close as perfect that you would fucking get. Didn't overlong his stay. Amazing story, fantastic characters. I know he doesn't draw the art, but the art perfectly lends itself to the genre of the story, thriller and suspense. It was absolutely phenomenal. And then he fucking just does it again with fucking Sweet Home. So yeah, he gets my vote.
Mr. Vanitas.
Oh man. Okay. Cool. For me, I mean, y'all basically said the two people, Kubera, uh, Bastard. I never finished Sweet Home, so I have to finish that. But Bastard was definitely one of the best written things,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and
that
I
shit.
throw a Purple Hyacinth in there too.
I don't remember the name of the creative team or just the person, so I couldn't even comment on that.
Purple Hyacinth.
Yeah, who writes it or what draws it and shit? I don't
It's
know.
two. It's two women. Let me go look up their names. Sophiaism, something
Mhm.
like that.
Yeah,
Dead Sophism. It's two women.
I
When
like
they started
Utero.
writing it, they were in nursing school. So first of all, that's already an impressive feat on its own. And that story is really really good.
Yeah,
Now, depending on if you think it's good as best or whatever, but those are probably the three best writer. And like I said, I'm throwing my head to the ring for random chatting. Now, the problem with it, random chatting is probably going to end up having a similar problem as some of these other slice of life
where it's aimless
webtoons.
for a while.
A little bit, or just like it just kind of feels like it's dry. Now the thing about random chatting though, that I feel like that even though it a little bit has that problem that has going for it, is I feel like at least for that one, the themes of the themes of that one are one more based in a lot more. Not to say the other ones aren't based in realism, but I feel like the stuff in random chatting can really happen way more often than a lot of the shit that I read. Like
Hmm.
Windbreaker, like it's cool, but like some of the stuff that happened, just like doing all this for fucking bike racing. Like, are you serious? All this level of cheating shit like this is ridiculous.
I like
Like,
Windbreaker.
look at
Well, I used to like it at least.
I don't know, I like it, but I'm just saying, like the level of cheating and shit like that, like all this behind that's kind of a little bit crazy. Yeah, with fucking with lookism, the fact that he even got that, you know, it's based in some fucking some magic level shit anyway.
Yeah,
But like him having that stuff. So random chatting, I feel like it's a little bit more grounded in reality. Kind of Weak Hero too. I think you would really enjoy Weak Hero too because
I keep telling y'all I
it's
read
like
it
a throwback. Oh yeah, you keep saying that. I forgot. My bad.
every time.
I don't know. We don't ever talk about it. So
Cause I haven't read it in like a year, but I was reading it.
I haven't read it
I
since it
have a
went on
very bad
hiatus.
habit with webtoons. Is I'll catch up, and
And then check out. Yeah, I get
let's say I catch up, and when I catch up, it's chapter 60. I just don't read it again. I don't know why I do that. It just happens very often. There's no rhyme or reason behind it. But hold on, read the comments quick. Barrow's nice still. Hell yeah. Lookism go. I like Lookism, but I haven't read that in like 2 years. Solo Leveling don't lie to me. I'll give you credit. I'll give Solo Leveling credit for this. The artwork and action are good. I actually like the beginning of the story. I always felt like the main character, I don't remember his name, was almost justified in the ability he got because I think he put the work in to get that power based on how it started. But it's hard for me to care because it's pretty much just action based and it only focuses on the main character. Not a single other person I feel has any real agency or matters. So it's hard for me to get engaged because I'm a person who doesn't really tend to latch on to the main character. The main character is usually I may not hate the main character, but I'm usually pretty indifferent. And I don't really like the main character like that. He's cool, but I'm not a fan. Random chatting greater than I'm gonna get there. Hardcore Leveling Warriors season 2 reread has been a lot of fun too. We'll check out Kubera next. Webtoon Rise, yeah, Kubera should be Kubera gang. Let's go. The problem is with Soul Leveling is the fact that yeah, see, I just said literally no one else matters. I got you. The fights became boring after he got into the okay. I read up on Lookism yesterday. It's great. Yeah, I love the beginning of Lookism. And Lookism has like like I think Pat brought this up too because he said he's lying to me. It has a message that I feel like it betrays about like not judging people by their looks and whatnot. I think it has a message that actually ends up betraying in a lot of ways. So I think that's why you're saying that. Weak Hero was fire. I like Weak Hero. I haven't read enough of Webtoon to speak on it. We're probably TOG. But it's mid now. I mean, we'll see what happens. Hardcore Living World was my favorite for a while as well. I get it. I can't seem to get into Weak Hero. One of us. Soul Leveling, Loyal, and never go cheat on you. You gotta get in Kubera. It will dethrone random chatting. Yes, it will. In Soul Leveling, there was a fight between the top 3 strongest characters so far, and it was boring as fuck because of the usual BS. I haven't read it since they went to something called Jaegu Island. That's like the last thing I remember really reading. They said random chatting got them in school. Whack. Nah, that's cool. Am I ever going to make a top 30? I actually should have already done that stream where I talk about the top 30 webtoons. I remember I was saying we're going to do one for like top 15 between us or top 10 or something, me, you, Laz, or whatever. I've never did it, so I'm just a fraud. That's it. That's just on me. Grave Reaper. Grave I am the Reaper. I like I am the Green Reaper. Kurigam, Seal Pass. Oh, the boxer. I seen Milios read. Oh, Milios is the one who's commenting. I'm an idiot. He's the one I see reading the boxing. Some nigga was fighting the cat. It was raw.
No, I was reading the Boxer. The Boxers, I like the themes of it. I wish the action was better. If the action was better, it'd be super. Mm-hmm. It's kind of ugly. So,
yeah. But each for completely different reasons. But okay, I can rock with that. I only read about 6 chapters of Omniscient Reader, but I actually like what I've read. I can't agree with Uru-chan right now. I think she's completely just been mid the whole second season. I'm just not impressed. I can't agree with that one.
I Am the Grim Reaper is pretty good. I suggest that for anybody to read that.
Yeah.
If you ever.
Speaking of Gosu, I guess the next question I'll say, in terms of action, which is your favorite webtoon from an action standpoint? Because for me, it's easily Gosu.
Yeah, it's easily Gosu.
I think Gosu's action is one of my favorites, and I'm not a meathead. And I swear to God, they be having me going crazy when they be doing them fights, man. Especially, damn, what's the sword guy's name? He has some good ass fights because he's fast. But yeah.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, Gosu. And for anyone doesn't know, I always say it's not to be annoying, just in case someone doesn't know. Gosu is a part of a larger universe, which ties back into a previous manhwa called Youngbi, the Invincible. So if you want to kind of have a better grasp, because some characters in Youngbi are in Gosu. If you want to know and have the actual the entire scope of the story, you want to read Youngbi too. I would start there, but I surmise some of you might have already read Gosu. It is what it is, but definitely check it out if you get the chance and the time to do it. So yeah. They say Niall trick y'all. What I do? He say he a meathead, but he say I'm not a meathead. You cannot get me to love a series purely based on action if it's gonna be long running. If it's 10 issues, sure. If it's gonna be like 100 issues of just fights, I'm not reading that shit. I don't like Kengan Ashura for that reason. It's not raw to me. I don't care. What's the other one? The Ragnarok something with gods and shit. Don't care. Not interesting to me, bro. Can't read that. God of High School. Can't read that. Not interesting. Soul Leveling. Can't read that to me. Not interesting. Not interested in that. But hey, hands are cool. Never had a problem with hands. It just they're not the end all be all. Thank you. Someone followed me earlier. Thank you. I don't know if I said thank you already. I forgot. I peeped a lot of vids and how many times you said you're not a me.
Oh, brother.
Have I read a night run? Oh no! Hold on. I'm not laughing at you because hold on. There's a reason for this. There's a reason I'm laughing.
Oh, we went full mojito and Sakuna right now. Oh my God.
There's this one nigga on Twitter, and no matter what, I don't know what's wrong with him. He just tells niggas to read Night Run. Like, I could just be like, hey, I had a good day. He'd be like, yo, read Night Run. Bro, I don't know. Like, I swear to God, he was mad at me. I don't remember his name or his at, but yeah, that's why I'm laughing. So my fault. Kengan Ashura is phenomenal for you. And I'm glad you're having a good time. I don't like it.
Hey, listen, you gotta let people rock.
Yeah.
I love Keegan Oscar. Keegan Oscar is one of the only 10 out of 10s I've given in manga.
Hmm.
But for him, he not a meathead. Like I know Nye seems like a meathead because as my friend Kyle said, he built like he should be a Baki character.
No, I'm not.
That's not that's not true. But I just saying it was funny.
No, I
But
am built like a Greek demigod. That is true.
That's still one of the funniest things ever said on that goddamn website.
Fuck
I just
Kyle.
thought for me, I just thought Keegan Oscar did what it needed to do for him. Yes, the plot is
Mhm.
mediocre, but I ain't come there for that. And the plot was good enough. It wasn't like so bad that I couldn't follow it. I thought it had one decision that I didn't agree with, but I could overlook it because it did everything else it needed. The fights were good. It was surprising. They had charisma, had mystique. You weren't sure who was gonna win, and he didn't need to make Keegan Omega. I don't know why he made it. He kind of
Mhm.
wasted his time because they don't. It lacks all the things that made Keegan Oscar good. Keegan Omega's mid as fuck, in my opinion, because it don't have that same charm and charisma and mystique about it, and everything seems to happen so fast. It just don't
Mhm.
have it. But
I
for me,
haven't
that's
heard
why I
of
like.
of the webtoon Trump. I haven't heard of it. Never heard of that one. If it's newer though, I'm likely to not know it. I'm more of a I'm like a noblesse era webtoon
Yeah,
guy.
he was there from the very beginning. It's funny because I was technically I was there too because the first two things I read was Dice, what's the shit, Black something and No Bless. Those were like the first three things I read, but I didn't even know they were called fucking webtoons at the time. What you reading?
No, I didn't know about the website because at the time I used to read a manga reader,
Exactly.
but
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
I knew about like web comics and stuff because I had already been like not like line webtoon and stuff, but yeah, it was really awesome getting into that world at first and everything because I started with what Noblesse, they did something else called Ability, then it was like God of High School was up there, Tower God's one of the first ones that I read too, The Gamer, Dice is up there. What am I forgetting? Girls of the Wilds. That was another one. There was. What's that delinquent one? I can't remember what it's called. It's not coming to me. But yeah, there's a lot I used to read. Oh, Trump is okay. So Trump is it's an older story. I'll get on. I'll get to it. Kubera is also something that I like. I tell you, I did technically start it way back. You just I never got that far into season 2. So and trust me,
Look
I
at him.
wasn't
Look
absorbing
at
it
him now.
properly anyways when I was reading it. So it's a
Look
good
at
thing
him
that I read it
now.
now. I was a fucking ape. So yeah.
I will say though, her shit definitely would have been on different if like the art
Yeah.
from the get go was like really like I don't I'm not a person who cares about art like that.
Mm.
Like I'm kind of like whatever to it. I never care. But it's just like imagine if her art was like super good.
Sykes, we said dice like 8 times. He said y'all talking about gold webtoons and they mentioned dice. I know you just. I know one of the first things you said is the first thing you read was dice. You just said that, didn't you? He not listening. Yeah, it's ass
Yeah,
though.
he,
I'm
he
not a fan.
it's just been first of all, it's been going on too long. That shit's been going on since we were
When
like
you told me it wasn't done, I couldn't believe it. I said, "There's no way."
yeah, yeah, I said this shit's still going. Like son, that shit been going on since I was like 13, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. And yeah, it's not that good to be like I thought it had a solid premise. I thought it did some nice things, but webtoons have a problem that and that's webtoons that is something webtoons really got to fix. Webtoons got a problem just overstaying it.
Yeah.
Some of those things are entirely too long. You don't need stories that last that long.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, you just don't.
What's up, pheasant? Um, and the overpowered main character thing gets old really quick. Like I said,
Yeah, cause
remember how I was saying they even broken in Smutwa, like love
yeah,
parameter and
that,
sweet guy and shit. Like, come on, dude.
that's
But
why
but
that's
but it
why
seems like
that's
a
why
lot
I
of
was
these
saying
Korean stories they really love a power fantasy. So I think that's the thing. But yeah, sorry, I'm gonna cut you
yeah,
off.
that's it. No. You're perfectly good. But no, that's what I was talking about today. I accidentally said genre, but I was saying it's like the medium itself
Mm,
it's still 100 years too early because that shit they
mm,
gotta work some of that out. They gotta stop doing
mm,
because it has a lot of potential. I think webtoons has more potential than
mm,
manga at this point, but webtoons at the same time has a similar problem
mm.
that they just get stuck in this tropey ass shit. And like everything has tropes, but you shouldn't be almost damn near like copying each other. Like that's crazy.
For the chat, when it comes to Noblesse, I actually don't disagree with that. It has to be the most formulaic webtoon that I read, but it was my first one. So it holds special significance to me because it's the first one that I got into. So it'll always be important because without it, I don't get into webtoons. So I hold it in a lot higher regard than most people, but I don't necessarily actually think it's that good. But I will stand by Frankenstein being my favorite webtoon character. But Asha is making a fucking case right now. She's right.
Let's
She's right there.
go.
Don't say anything because Milos in the chat and he's reading it. So don't say anything.
I'm not.
But
I'm not.
yeah,
I'm not gonna
but
say a
yeah.
word. We
But
good.
she's making a
I'm just
case. But
asking a question.
Frankenstein has been my favorite webtoon character for years. Then like Mew Love's right at 2, but Mew Love might be at like 3 low key. But yeah, so I get it too. So I get that, and I will give them credit. The one fight that was very hyped up in Noblesse that they set up early, I actually think delivers in the end. I don't think it. I think it lived up. So yeah, but I get it. It's mad formulaic, and all they ever do is call people insolent and say such insolence every other second and shoot beams. So I get it. Trust me. But Lee's the goat. Hey, I like Lee's. She out here. So yeah, Asha goat tier that won in chapter 36. Hey, yeah, she was second. She's my second favorite during the first season. I like the ID a lot. ID is my favorite for the first season. But yeah, you need to catch up. He's not goat no more. He gotta get back on his game. Mr. Slave in Utero. You gotta get it back. Webtoon that you've read, do you think has a really good message? I don't care if it's the best message, but you got a really good takeaway from it. You get a good takeaway from it.
Closest neighbors.
Okay. Do you want to expand? Or are you good? That's it. That's all I have to say.
That's all I have to say.
All right.
He wants you to go. He wants you to go read it. He don't want to tell you because
No, I don't care if you don't read it.
Okay,
You don't
good.
care. I
Good.
don't care if you read it or not. But
Oh, you should go read it.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Random chatting.
What about you? Oh, random chatting? Okay. Because you told me it's like unordinary but better, right?
Okay, so basically, if y'all don't know what random chatting is, so I'm gonna try to give it like some of the things that it touch on. The dangers of social media, um, the ability to forgive somebody but not forget. Like you can forgive somebody, but that doesn't mean y'all have to be friends.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's something you almost never see. It's almost like you have to forgive them and immediately become their friends. It's like no, this webtoon was like, I forgive you. We got into this conflict because of a misunderstanding, yada yada, this and that. But I don't fuck with you. We're not friends. And that's something that I'm just like, that's realistic, that's grounded, that's needed.
Okay.
So it's just shit like that. And oh, how dangerous gossip is, like forever, like how nasty girls can really be, like shit like that. It's just different, all sorts of. It's just on a lot more high school topics that I feel like manga should touch on instead of just running up to 5 different high school girls, helping them with their problems, and everything is hunky dory.
Unordinary, a good message because John was right. Oh, brother. Here we go. That fucking bozo, John Doe. See, my answer is weird because I feel like my answer is Girls of the Wilds when it had like at the beginning with the brother and the bully. And remember, he was poor and he was raising his 2 little siblings by himself. Like I really resonated with that. Now, Girls of the Wild just kind of ended up being deviating and becomes completely different. But when it was focused on that story arc, I really got like a good message out of it, and I felt like Lookism technically has a message, and not being overly impressed by flamboyant, but expensive clothes and pretty boys and things of that nature, and tough guys, and but like I do think it somewhat skews the message. But I haven't read it in a while, so maybe some recent stuff have maybe brought it back into thing, but nothing. I feel like nothing I've really read for a webtoon has kind of kept a consistent message like that. Because even with Unordinary, I think has a good message too, but yeah. John is a goofy bozo, clown, idiot, dumb. So yeah. Okay, I'm gonna watch The Resin for 10 hours, Bar. Don't worry. I'll keep an eye on it. Good night. But yeah, dude is one step away from piercing every part of his body. Yeah. And you said closest neighbors, so we'll leave it at that. I'm just thinking of. Oh, you know what? I kind of like the message. I like the message a little bit in She Is Young. The Smutwa one with this, I thought that was pretty
Oh
good.
yeah, 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 yeah,
I
yeah,
thought
yeah.
that was
Okay.
interesting. Maybe I'm biased, but the self acceptance and looking past the physical in look and appearance of lookism hits. Yeah, I agree with that. It's not really biased. It's just I just feel like sometimes the story itself completely betrays that
It's
message.
just too long.
I
It's
might
just too
have
long.
to, yeah, I might have to revisit it though and just kind of see how I feel. All right, we'll see you next time. Um, yeah, okay. Lookism seems to be something a lot of the chat is saying, which I'm okay with. I don't have any problem with that.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. It's
But
cool.
lookism went too long. Yeah, I don't think is it done.
No,
Oh, what to say? Like, is it done? Because they're saying went too long, so that would past tense. So, I have to. I'll catch up one day, maybe. We'll see. I think there is a bit of an interesting message with hardcore leveling, or depending on your perspective, hardcore leveling with the gambling aspect, because gambling is wrong. But I actually am saving that for a video, so I'm not gonna talk about it right now. Northern has good ideas and concept, but the execution is just meh. All right. Look has switched over to action over drama recently. Yep. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Look right now was an entirely different part. Really? Low key forgot you niggas were in high school, so maybe I gotta catch up then. All right. The only thing I know I'm never reading again is fucking God High School. I don't care. So for anybody who's holding out hope that I'll pick it up again, just abandon it. Throw it away. I don't need it. Um, was there another question? What I said? We talked about fights, ghosts. We talked about writing. Did we talk about art? What about artwork?
Uh,
What about artwork? The aesthetic, the artistry, the panels. Go ahead.
hold on. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, hold on. Give me a second.
Dice had a similar story with Utero no Hako. I had a better story with small narrative and message. Soul Eleven got the best art. Okay, Pat. All right, I'm not okay. I'm actually I'm upset he said it, but I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at this answer. I'm not mad at this answer, but I'm upset he said it. Oh man.
I mean, well, freaking. If I con, if I consider fucking smut world, then the answer is a tie up between fucking A Wonderful New World and Soul Me's channel. But if we stay in the realm of safe for work, I have to freaking double down and probably give it to
Young Members.
Young Chang Huang.
Oh. Okay.
Because even like even though I could argue that shit like freaking even TOG maybe and like the panel that I be seeing y'all post
Mm-hmm.
or solo leveling and shit quote unquote looks better, but the way that Young Chan Huang uses things like the fucking coloring and how exactly they panel the scenes perfectly lends itself to the narrative itself. So and that's impressive. Just like how, 999 being exclusive to the DS is directly related to the narrative. The way that Young Chan draws is directly related to the narrative and helps tell that narrative, and it's absolutely phenomenal. When I read shit like fucking Bastard and Sweet Home, that art is directly giving me that sense of dread, suspense, horror, so on and so forth. And I absolutely love it. It may not be like the most prettiest thing ever, but the way that things look gritty and dark and how it gives you a sense of unsettlement and all that other fun stuff, I think it's absolutely fucking fantastic. So they get my vote.
I agree. I think it perfectly matches its its tone, setting, and stuff like that. There's something to be said for that.
Yeah, like the simple scenes in freaking Sweet Home where MC Kun he first ventures out of his fucking apartment and is completely silent. There's nobody there. There's nobody in the hallway, and it's just panels of just a desolate hallway, and like the way that the edges of the panels are perfectly lined up to the narrative.
Is it me?
Does like fuck, we're done, we're dead type, and it perfectly lends itself to the narrative. I'm repeating myself now, but I think it's fantastic to get my vote.
Okay, so mine. is not from Line Webtoons. It's a webcomic called Romantically Apocalyptic that I've been reading for a really long time. That probably has my favorite visual presentation. I'm gonna pull it up for a quick second here. Hopefully you don't get me, but here it is. I'm a huge fan of the series. All right, so this is the one that I like. I like a lot of these. You see, I don't know if you could tell here. It's a GIF, right? So it's actually moving. I like a lot of these webtoons that have like these GIFs and music in the background, and like I think at the bottom here too, they should have it may not be on this part, but they have like audio files that you could listen to, and it's in a bunch of languages, and I originally found it in French. If anyone doesn't know, I'm bilingual, so that's probably my favorite. In terms of presentation, I really love how it looks. I think it looks really dope. Distinct art, unique, distinct, stands out to you.
It used to be Tower of God season one, being honest. But now I gotta freaking think about that. Just give me a
Hold on,
second.
can we all agree that Webtoon is way too cluttered now with semi-mediocre stuff? Oh, that's just the nature of the beast when you kind of have a platform like this. I feel like a lot of things don't get filtered out, and you just end up having an oversaturation of just stuff. So I agree with you. I think Webtoons generally had a general level of higher quality, just overall. I don't necessarily feel that way anymore, but also it's at the point where there's too much for me to keep up with, so I don't try to. Yeah, I'll talk about a lot of the ones that I read from like other places in the world that are not from Line Webtoon, because like, I mean, you guys heard me talk about RRBA by Lawrence. He's from fucking South Africa. I love his work. I think he does good work. I think Silance for Love Sucks for These Losers. I think he does good work. I like Alexis Flowers for I Roved Out in Truth and Love. I think he does good work. I'm pretty sure he's Canadian, actually. I think he lives in Canada, because I'm pretty sure when I bought both of my tombs, I didn't have to pay USD, so and I didn't pay for any like shipping or anything. It just came straight to me. Oh, Kubera, really, for Distinct? That's interesting, because for me it's Room of Swords, or that's probably the one I would say. I like that shit. Looks cool. But my answer is actually probably from but my favorite my see I think my favorite is RRBA. I like how he draws his women. But yeah, did you guys answer? What did you guys say?
No, I mean I didn't answer, but I'm just gonna cop out and say freaking uh TLG season one. I actually
What was
really
the
like.
question? I couldn't hear it over the dog bark.
Unique, distinct artwork. That's necessarily the best, but the one that stands out to you as being like original, its own style, like completely. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'll definitely go with Tower Gassi though.
Okay.
Yeah, I really liked
Mm-hmm.
how since essentially that the town is underwater, so the fact that you assuming the first floors will be sea level, right? So the fact that the panels and the space around the panels was completely dark and whatnot, and then when people would fight and how that light color versus the dark backgrounds, I thought that really stood out and whatnot. I liked it a lot, but then he said fuck all that, so I guess. I sound so depressed. Yeah, my answer goes to TOG season one, man.
All right, that's fair. Um, we're not talking about Mashima, but hey, wasn't his birthday recently? I feel like I saw it was a birthday today or yesterday or something. Shout out to the Go mangaka Hiro Mashima. You know what I'm saying? But wait hold on. Silho looks really interesting to me, but I've only read like four chapters. Okay, I got you. I think Grim Reaper looks good. There's one Alan showed me that I like too, but I just don't remember what it's called. I don't remember it. I really like the artwork for Saint Ferrent. Got this really soft. I'm not gonna say it. The soft look that I really like that it has. That just makes me like, just like good vibrations. I don't know. I like it. But that's it's really interesting. Actually, it's about a time traveler's inn. So it's an inn for time travelers. It's a really cool story. I really like it. So I would check it out. It's called Saint Ferrent. I'll bite the bullet and make that video for the top webtoons. I'll probably do like top 15 or 20, and then I'll talk about all the ones that I really undercover like that. Like Romantically Apocalyptic is actually, I'm pretty sure it does pretty well, but no one I know except me and Alan read it. So yeah, vibe. But yeah, I'll do it. Heroes Nowhere top mangaka. Whoa. Have you read the masterpiece that is Fairy Tail? Come on now. Come on. Kubera season 3, best season 3 webtoon history. I already agree. I'm not gonna say nothing else, but I already agree. At any season 3 of any webtoons I read, yeah, that's the best one. But any other categories you think we should talk about in terms of, like, best stuff? We said fighting, we said art, we said writing. Anything else you got, or want to wrap it up?
I can't think of that.
I said wrap it up, like we don't have to do the tier list. My bad, but yeah, we can do that now. Machine by shelf. Wait, means the top of shelf is on work ethic alone. Yeah. Make a video about webcomics not from Webtoon. That's a good idea, actually. I like that. I like that idea. Like, I could do a top Webtoon ones, and I'll do, like, shit from Line. Then I'll do one, like, top, like, Webtoons that are not from Korea, especially. Or not. Okay, I'm gonna do that. That's a good idea. I can separate it that way. It actually makes it a little easier to make the list. I like that. Thank you. They said dog, nigga, art is pretty distinct. I can't stand y'all. Sometimes. You and Satsuki, everyone with that fucking dog nigga. Like, no. That dude is weird. I'm not talking about that shit. Oh my goodness. Listen, I was going to support, and I literally read the premise, and I said, there's no way. I'm not reading this. Talking about he want to find his dad so he can sexually assault him. Miss me. Nigga. No.
Y'all don't think, like, yeah, it's just like, y'all don't think that's weird?
Yeah, like, I'm good on that. That's not funny to me either. Like, it's just, like, mad juvenile. I'm just like, I'm good. I haven't read it, but I've seen a lot of the stuff, like, the whatever, quote-unquote, tornado. I'm gonna leave it at that. Like, just, I'm good, bro. We are good. So, yeah. I don't even know how many of these characters from fucking Unordinary that I'm looking at in this fucking tier list. Who is this?
Wow.
Okay, I have to go look at it.
Hopefully you guys can remember.
Hopefully, let me open up your Twitch.
Oh, I didn't put it on screen yet. Give me a sec. But yeah.
No,
You got a nigga in here who didn't even read season 2. You got a nigga in here who don't give a fuck.
You'll be fine, man.
And you got a man. All right.
You're the worst. You guys are the worst. And I love it. Yeah, we are the worst. But we the goats. Burning Effect. Oh, Burning Effect is cool.
Sure, what did I do?
Yeah, I don't think I'm that bad. If I'm just being a speaking person.
Hey, man. All I know is I'm that dude. All right. Yeah. Unordinary. Do we need a list of, like, another tier after D for something? We do. Already decided.
Do we? Oh, okay, whatever.
But for what though? Super mid? I don't know.
Some of those people are probably from the characters from the rival school. Then you got the dude from the mall. You got Terrence. You got
Terrence.
What do you mean if I put Zeke and S on your unsubscribe bid? Zeke is S tier. What you talking about? Okay, so we starting with Arlo. You know where I want to put Arlo.
No, I'm good off that nigga.
Nah, just speak freely.
I'm good off
He's
that
A.
nigga.
He's A.
I'll put some respect on it. B.
And I said S. So SAB, I'm putting an A.
That's that nigga black. Son, D.
Wait. Already know Arlo, the GOAT. You know, if it was me, I'd put Arlo in S tier. But these niggas have no respect for the dude. I don't know why. They hate seeing.
Well, first of all, what am I allowed to get spoilers? What am I doing here?
Nigga,
Well, no,
speak.
it's not even spoilers because
Yeah,
if you
no.
caught up to the non-fast
just speak,
pass,
but just if you can, don't speak about the fast pass. Just keep that out of it, because
it's not fast pass anyway because this shit already happened.
Mhm.
It's on a cop. She's government.
What's the tier list for
So,
quality of the character? I don't know. We just put them where we. I don't know. I wasn't
she
thinking
a
about all that.
op. Anybody who care about rules to that extent, not it. First of all, and he's still a dickhead for what he did at the beginning. He don't get no. He don't just get no. He didn't do nothing.
Yeah, we good on that. That nigga parents are op too. Yeah,
So
we
I'm
good
saying
on that.
he's op.
Op.
Thank you, Pat. You see, the chat knows. Chat knows. These guys are
The
just.
chat is ops too. What the fuck? That's what the
Y'all not ops. I got y'all back, chat. You see how they treat y'all? See how they do y'all, chat? Nah, me. Got y'all back. We went Blake. Sorry, what did you say? Blake is like a C for me.
That nigga indeed of me.
He a burger.
So D.
Get him out of here.
All right, D.
I would have stomped him out every time I seen him too. I don't like him. I don't like that guy.
He has the best growth in the series, but he's very. That's all. That's low key really what I'm saying. But I can appreciate. You know what it is? Maybe because I have a better perspective of this because of last year. I know how hard it is to truly look in the mirror and be like, this part of you, it fucking sucks. Fix that shit. And a lot of people can't do that. So I respect them.
That's everybody in this damn story.
No, they don't do that. Like Arlo does though. Cecile.
Hey,
No.
she do nothing
Yes.
wrong. All she wants to do, okay, yeah, I fought with that. Let's move her to S. All she wants to do is write her newspaper.
All right.
Yeah, I'm pretty indifferent.
All
Yeah.
she want to do is write her newspaper. She was like, "Hey, can I have my paper back?" Cool,
Okay, there it
we
is.
good. And that was it.
This is Elaine, right?
She,
Or is this Claire? This is Claire, right?
yes.
Whomst?
Claire, that's
Bitch from
John's
that
friend
nigga
from New
town?
Boston. The girl.
Oh,
Claire
mean,
would have been an
I
S
don't know.
rank if she was a villain. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm good on
She
her.
kind of told
She's
me.
like a C for me.
Yeah. Don't
I
say
mean-
yeah. Uru sold me. If she was an actual villain,
Mhm.
you'd been S. I'm like, let's go. But
I don't know not shit about her, so it's like fucking whatever. See, I guess.
Now, this is the best character in the webtoon, in my opinion.
you can put it whatever you
and
want.
I'm using my streaming power to just put him in S. We're not arguing
Yeah,
about
go
this.
ahead.
Dr. Darren
That's fine.
is
Yeah,
the
that's
best
already
character. Okay,
Cool.
that's
Cool.
the GOAT. That's the GOAT.
That's blue hair is Claire. I'm pretty sure.
That's Claire, yeah, the healer.
Fuck Claire.
Oh,
Yeah,
D.
fuck Claire.
I don't like her.
D.
D.
She's garbage. She ain't done nothing good to this day.
You
To this day.
agree with Darren and S.
He
Cecile
talked
A.
He talked to John. She talked to John the first day of school. She said, "Oh, what rank are you?" They said, "Oh, I don't got any power." She switched up fast in a hurry. Boy.
The part that kills me is that your power is support. You know, it's not even like I could
It's like,
still
what you
beat
doing
your
judging
ass.
anybody? They like, what are you doing judging
You
anybody?
being able to heal people doesn't stop me from beating the shit out you. Why did you get all high and mighty with me?
That's what I'm saying. That's why she. That's why
You
she
were the one person that should have said the shit to me. That was a Remy or something, fine. But you, come on, cleanse that. I thought her name was Elaine. What was it? What did I say? What's going on?
Oh wait, what is it? Yeah, what did we say? We say
Yeah,
Claire.
wait, hold
oh
on.
yeah,
Hold
we
on,
had
hold
Elaine.
on.
It's Elaine. Yeah.
Elaine is the healer. Claire is John's friend from New
Yeah.
Boston.
Okay. Yeah, we were tripping.
Yeah.
We were
So if you got that wrong, I'm shipping. Best character development,
Yeah.
most prominent, most amazing. Darren is the GOAT. Yes sir, yes sir. This is Remy. I actually put Remy in B. Personally,
Same.
I'll put her in B.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, Remy's cool. Remy's cool. I can't believe she was that ignorant though in that school. She really ran around for 2 whole years and didn't see nobody get beat up for no reason. Wow, I wish I could live life like that.
like we say, her
privilege.
problem is privilege. She just like mad privileged, like and ignorance, and we can't. I don't excuse ignorance.
But think about how the blinders on you gotta be to walk around that school and see nobody get beat up.
Yeah,
You didn't just because I know she knew it was happening. She just cut her head off. She just turned her brain off.
turn it off.
Yeah.
Turn it off.
She was like, people were getting beat up for no reason? For real?
Okay.
What do you mean for real?
I actually like Eason. I'll put him in A. I like him.
Yeah, he's cool. He's funny.
I got no problem with him. He made me laugh.
Eason, He's better than fucking Blake, that's for sure.
He way better than that nigga. Way better.
I was still good off it though. I would have put it in C.
He funny, so that's why I'm going with him.
I guess he goes in B then. All right, so here we go. Now, wait. Hold on, because I feel like people think I want to hate. I don't think John's a bad character. I'm just tired of the cap on him. I'll put him in S. I'll put him in S. He's a great character. I just don't cap on him like everyone else does. He's a fucking loser. But he knows that. He knows he's a loser. He gets it. He knows that.
Yeah, it's a triple A across the board.
Bag over his head. See the girl right there? Did he beat the shit out? She right there. Beat the dog shit out of that girl.
Oh man, this the nigga. Why I even read this shit to begin with? Yeah, it's an S. It's an S.
Yeah, he an S.
Yeah, it's an S. Yeah, all right.
Wow.
What happened?
Wow. Look at this shit.
He think he a funny guy. He a wise guy.
Hey man.
Okay.
I'll put him in S.
You better remember, I'm not a park guy.
I'll put him in S.
I'll remember that. I'll remember.
You see, John, you're a clown, a bozo. I don't respect you. All right.
You think he care about your respect?
No.
He ain't never cared. He never care about nobody's respect. That's what I liked about it.
Clearly he does.
Except Seraphina.
John going off the rails be a bit too much for me. Yeah, like I don't like unhinged people. I don't like crazy people, so it's not my.
Nobody in this story that likable. You can't like anybody in this story. That's why I don't like. That's why I hate y'all talking about this shit. Nobody in this story is likable except Dr. Darren
and Arlo
and Seraphina. No, he's not even likable.
Arlo is the GOAT.
He's. If you were running around with a dude talking about the rules and regulations all day, you'd be like, I swear to God, I don't care. You the ultimate, go to work. What the fuck are y'all talking about and leave?
You see what hate you. No, oh my God. You got that nigga love to switch up? That's so crazy. I'm so glad you exposed him, man. Look at that.
Nah. Arlo's an A, John going to A. Fuck y'all niggas. All right.
Y'all be lying.
No, I'm not likable or anything. I have never not admitted Arlo fucked up. That's all I said. I just said John is. I think he's the biggest fuck up in the story. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, bro. It like I said, it's always so funny to me. Y'all are some of the most violent responding people I've ever met in my life. And y'all be acting like this nigga.
First of all, you're American. Don't you fix your lips to talk to me about how can you know
how you lost your ass. You know how you lost your ass.
I'm not bringing up no personal business, but you nigga what?
You know how you lost your ass job.
Nigga would have been like, y'all talking to me crazy. I would have got suspended. I would have got suspended from school too. Don't let him cap. We would have got suspended from this school.
Listen. I can't even cap because there's footage of me saying this already in other Northern video. Let me stop. Let me stop.
You straight got suspended. Pat too.
John Bozo though.
I love Pat. Pat can be super nice, but Pat gets suspended from this school too. Simi definitely gets suspended from this school. He's probably not even showing up. I'm not showing up either. So I'm like, man, listen, this ain't even worth it.
You see, Pat, you kind of straight for no reason. Look at this guy.
I said Pat was nice, but he definitely fighting everybody at this school.
Okay, what about the girl he beat up randomly in Stockton?
She a D. What the fuck did she do?
I don't know. But is it funny is it funny though? Because like we elevating her because this is the guy who always talks to Dr. Darren and the principal. I don't remember his name though. I have no real concrete opinion on him, but I don't hate him.
Yeah,
so I might put him on C.
He hasn't done anything yet.
Yeah.
See, he's fine. He ain't done anything.
Yo, wait, that Keon?
Yeah.
Yo,
that's deep.
What?
You gotta go.
Oh my goodness. I know. As soon as I said I'm American, you know I lost. I was just saying shit to say shit. It's like we're any better over here. All right, D, I guess. All right, I like Kid. Thought he's funny at least. Like
you can put him in C. I'm really fine with that. I don't hate him that much, but I don't like him.
Holmes.
Dr. Keene was the guy who did John's reform and made him relive his
trauma.
Yeah.
That bozo. I mean, he's still better than Blake. So yeah, see, it is.
Wow, you hate him more than I do, baby. I don't know about you.
Bro, son, if I seen this man Blake walking across the, Son, the fastest clothesline from hell you
Yeah, I'm
could
telling you. See,
count,
you get
bro.
it. You get it.
Son, I would get his ass out of here every period. I beat his ass, go to class, make sure I visit the infirmary, beat his ass again, go to my next class. I don't like that guy. He's a bozo.
You abuse this kid and think he's tough. Fuck him. You got in a world like this, you got to get power, or you can take it. Okay, it's a very might makes right world. I ain't mad at it. Layla,
Serafina's sister. Woo, Layla. She fine.
she
So
a B
A,
for me.
just based on that.
I mean,
But
I
she's still kind of crazy.
the very little I've seen of her at the freaking end of the season, I can't say nothing. So I don't have her opinion.
Wait a minute, am I an ape? I call this girl Remy. This is not Remy. This is the girl Serafina used to talk to sometime when she getting bullied. This is not Remy. Remy's over here.
You're
The
wild.
pigtail
I
girl.
can't give you point up.
I did not take that in. This is not Remy. I don't give a fuck about this girl, so no. My bad. But Remy, we already said Remy's in B, so put Remy right beside Blake. Ison. That's my bad. They said bathing suit top tier. I'll put it in B. I don't know who this is at all. Who is this? I know the girl beside her was Ray's mom and Remy's mom, I believe. Then is Serafina's mom. Then is Ray. I don't know who this girl is with the they said Evie's S tier? Really? Alright. Yeah. Actually, nah, she's in D. I don't know who this is, so I'm just putting her in D. Where are you putting Ray's mom?
Have I even met her yet?
I think she had remember that one little side story with the
I only read one. There was two, I believe.
Oh.
I read the first one. So yeah, I used to meet that bitch.
What about Vince? Vince, what about you? What'd you put Ray's mom?
Yeah, Ray's mom ain't nothing, no pains. She cool. She milf.
I mean C. Serafina's mom.
She was one of them.
She was terrible.
Yeah, she
Get
D,
her
right?
the fuck up out of here. Yeah, she. Get her the
Layla
fuck
was
up out of here.
S before her debut. She got bumped down a few notches. I agree with that. Like Layla just being a Layla and knowing that Dr. Daryl was talking to her and being Thing's sister. Whoa. As soon as she became the story, I'm like, oh, she kind of whack.
She a op. That's why.
What's wrong with being off?
She a op too. She a op too.
I like Ray a lot. I'd put Ray in S.
Yeah, man. I wish we could have saw. He probably would.
The only nigga in here who stand up for justice. Yeah, I agree with that.
Exactly.
Hold on.
He the only nigga.
Arlo's with the police. You know Stand for Justice?
Oh,
What? The police? You say that?
Defund! I'm joking. Chill, I'm joking. I'm kidding.
why he hate us so much, Timmy? I don't
That's what
understand. I don't get it.
Seraphina's an S. Don't argue with me.
Yeah. There's nothing to say.
Already know, main heroine. Let's go. She's ass. Always been.
That's character. That's character. That's character.
There
Well,
wasn't a
Dr.
not a
Daryl
freaking.
is, but I'm okay with that. No one will ever be better than him.
First of all, I'm not gonna lie. He a B for me simply because he be making me laugh. This nigga really
He's an A for me for that reason. Niggas just be watching chaos in his school, sipping his fucking drink.
No reason. I'm like, what the fuck? He be like, damn, wouldn't let that shit happen to me though. Walk around school.
Yeah, well, he didn't do shit in fucking season 1, so I can't say nothing.
He said, F the police.
Oh.
The police are here to help us. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna do all that.
you don't fuck with police either. You don't fuck with police.
I don't know who this is. Who am I looking at?
That's
Beside Vulcan? Who is this?
You don't know who that is? That's fucking Vulcan. Whatever. They were fighting.
Who's what?
Remember the woman selling drugs? Oh, you talking about the dude?
Yeah, I know Vulcan.
Oh.
I remember her.
Oh, I know. I don't know who the fuck that is. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Who is that?
I don't remember this
Is
nigga.
somebody chatting who's beside Vulcan? Who is that?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember
Need
that.
me a Serafina. I need me a Cecile when she's 30.
I know a lot of people at the end. The end of this tier list. A lot of those niggas are the adults that we met when they did superheroism, and the other people are the people from the opposite school.
Mhm.
They did a little rank.
Oh.
But that nigga specifically, I don't know who that is.
Well, if you don't know who it is, I'm just gonna put him in D. Fuck it. Vulcan. Yeah, I'm pretty good on
Yeah.
that.
B,
B?
Yeah, she's
B or
alright.
C.
B
B
or
or
C?
C, whatever.
C sounds
Doesn't
good to
matter.
me. What about William Doe, John's dad?
I like him. I like him a lot. He's a good dad. He tries his best.
Yeah, but it
He's
sounds a fucking dickhead.
That's not his fault. He did everything he could.
What? What do you mean it's not his fault? He's a parent.
Bro, what did he not try? He wrote an entire book for this nigga. What parent is writing a book for you?
Wait. Don't make assumptions. Hold on. My dad has given me books specifically that he thought I needed and signed it. Now, he didn't write the book, but, you know.
Yeah, did you listen? Did you listen to him, though?
Yes.
He gave you the book?
The book was Outlier from Malcolm Gladwell, the 10,000 Hour Rule, way back in the day. I listened. Yeah, I read it. That's how I got into nonfiction.
This nigga said that's how he got into reading, but he didn't say that's how it did it affect his character and cause a change in his life.
No, I understood. Like armed with the knowledge of needing 10,000 hours to actually be any type of mastery or something, I understood that you need to put the time into your craft. What are you talking about?
He looked at that shit. He looked at that shit and he said, "You know what? This is a really good book, but it ain't me. Run the man." And he went right back to being violent.
I'm never violent. I'll put him in B. Now let's talk about Zeke. Yo, the greatest character arc in the series after Arlo. Now look at him. Look at his face. Look at the condescension. Look at the arrogance.
He is a funny guy. I'll give him that.
This nigga is the greatest. Let me tell you something, right? In a world like this, there's all kinds of people. But you see him? He thought he had power. He thought he was cool. He got fucking humbled by John. And instead of being like, hey, fuck John, I'm scared, this and that and the third, you know what he said? Yo, John, what you need? Who you need me to beat up? What I gotta win for? Whoa, Safe Club in your school? No, can't happen, bro. That shit is so funny. I don't know how no one else found this shit motherfucking hilarious. This nigga is an A and S for me. He's so fucking funny. So I'm putting him in A. No one argue with me? Alright, bet. Who's this? I don't know who this is. The guy beside him is John's friend from the other guy.
Yeah. I want to say that's one of the niggas from either from the other school or something. I don't look at them niggas again. Hold up.
I see this girl I remember from the school with the gray hair. She was the queen of the team. Right?
She was the queen. But there was four of them, right? 3 or 4.
A couple of them, I guess. What do you mean fuck Zeke? What are you guys talking about? Zeke is the greatest. Come on now. Y'all hate it because, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get humbled. And instead of having an ego, he did the right thing. He put himself where he belongs in the hierarchy. That's my goal. I don't. Okay. How about John's friend though? This guy's a loser, right?
I mean, he was trying to be a good friend.
All right, so see that.
Yeah, he was. He had good intentions. He was wrong, but he had good intentions.
You said S. I didn't put him in S, Joni. You can't get banned. Stay in the chat. Zeke, definitely type of person whose ass would have been in high school. Oh, 100%. I would have hated that nigga.
Oh yeah. You'd have to kill Zeke. Because you can't get rid of no other way.
I don't think we care about any of these characters, so I'm gonna just leave it.
No. None of those characters are important.
Yeah, they don't matter.
They're all C or D, depending on if you just look.
I'll put the girl because she kind of cute and B.
Yeah.
That's it. All right, that's our tier list. I guess I'll just, for the sake of completion, I'll make a tier of, hey, fuck these niggas.
See, Pat, I told you. Like, y'all really think like I know y'all. I spend every day with y'all.
You don't know shit about nothing about shit, nigga.
Y'all been running around on fucking like y'all were Omni Man or something. Thank Zeke. Thank. like what? Oh,
yeah, I know. I would have, man. Listen, I would have been running the fucking fight ring in the fucking boiler room.
You like fighting. You might have been worse than John because yours is not coming from anger. You just want to fight. He's walking to the school and be like, my
right, Pat. You, like, no, you like you mentioned like I'm not violent. I've never been a violent dude.
You're not violent in the sense. You're not violent in the sense of you just like violence. You violent in the sense of this nigga talking crazy to me. I'm finna slap the shit out of him, and that's all niggas do in this school. They just
They just talk crazy.
Yeah, they talk crazy to everybody. Even when you right in front of them, they supposed to be running away from you. John be walking around school. They like, man, I really hope John don't show up. He a fucking terrible person. And you just like, what you say? To me? So act like you be running around doing that.
Well, I've been learning how to spot um, very bad behavior and stuff like that. So I wonder, with my new armed knowledge of psych, would I be able to to spot someone like this from far
It's
away?
gonna be holy
See, yeah, I'm not saying y'all would have
man.
been violent for no reason. I'm saying you got to think about it like this. John dealt with getting his ass beat for like what, like a year, a calendar year almost.
I don't know,
He dealt
dude.
with getting his ass beat in school. It would have literally took y'all 3 hours. I feel like I'm giving y'all credit.
I read 3 psych books and think I'm an expert. Look at me. I told you this what happened.
Holy land out.
How you a low tier talking shit to me? I don't know. I know how I feel like in that school it'd be very simple. I know I'd have been a high tier because I'm raw. Just don't bother me. Don't do anything that makes me have to whoop your ass, and you will have no problems. Because I have no desire to run the school. I don't want to be king. Leave me alone. I'm gonna just do my work, talk to girls, play sport, live my life. But as long as no one bothers me, we're good. You step to me correctly. It could be a 0, it could be a 10, it could be a damn limit break 13. Catch these hands. All right.
I always agree with you. Though. Being like a completely having no powers is not the way to go. I definitely would have been running around being a mid tier just to avoid everything. I'm right smack dab in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
So I could avoid everybody else.
So
That
intelligence
crawl
plus 3.
like
For each book, my intelligence goes up by 1. my NT stat.
I don't know, man. That crown looking kind of sweet.
See, look, there you go.
Nah, I don't have that kind of like I would not be surprised if I became the king of the school. I just would be reluctant. I'm almost like the reluctant captain or leader. I'll do it because I'm qualified to do it, but I don't necessarily want to. If I could be the best player on the team, hoop and go home, I'll do it. I don't want to have to fucking lead. I just want to play well and go. But you have any final comments? Anything we spoke about Webtoon related? I can wrap it up. Man's got work in the morning,
Webtoons, whatever.
Nah, he'll be saying that, but Arlo gonna hunt you down and force you? Probably. He'd be like, hey, you the Congress, you gotta be king. It's your responsibility. It's part of the hierarchy to take your place. And I probably would have punched that nigga in the nose. Fair enough. But he's growing, getting better. So yeah. I didn't know you want to smoke like that. Oh no, he's a violence merchant. All he talk about is breaking my legs.
Hey. Yeah, now nobody need to do it.
Nigga would have loved to be a suzerain. He would be the top dog, had his own faction. On his fucking thing gimmick. I can't remember his name right now, I don't know why, but hey. Anywho. You guys stay safe. Goodbye.